Good afternoon and welcome to a reading with the Neptune Soulful Seer. Today we're going to do a reading for the Capricorn community and see what the Most High would have you to be aware of at this time. Okay, we're going to start with the Oracle. All right, let's see. Okay, pulled the card earlier and the card was 4 zeros, limitless potential, Capricorn. Okay, it serves as a timely reminder that anything can be accomplished if you can dream it. There is no reason you can't make it a reality. If something is in the possession of another person, it is also available to you. So try to remain calm. What's meant for you won't pass you by. Let go of tension and relax. Okay. So let's see what the Most High would have you to know about this limitless potential here. Okay. All right. So the center of this situation here is the crown. Okay. That speaks to being the owner, the master, the top level. So you are at the top. You are the master, okay, of limitless potential at the top level. Okay. Let's see what else is here. It's not over here. So there's some type of back and forth here. There is some unfinished business here. Okay. And we have sing. Okay, so we have soul, sing praises, performance here. So, all right, I hope I'm not picking up on MJ here, but we'll see, Capricorns. Okay, so we have the crown here. Okay, and there is some unfinished business when it comes to this master in the top level. Okay, especially when it comes to their soul, their performance here, singing praises or singing and performing in any case. Okay. All right. So let's see what else is here. So there is some torment here. Okay. There is some anxiety here, some type of bondage or depression or feeling troubled, Cap. And then we have silence here. So someone is keeping silent here. Someone is coercing someone here. And there is some type of hint that it's not over, that there is some back and forth, some unfinished business here. Okay, and someone has been depressed or troubled by this here. So someone feels some anxiety when it comes to unfinished business here, and someone who has been keeping silent or being forced to keep silent here. Okay, so when it comes to this limitless potential here, someone that is wearing the crown or the master here feels tormented here. They've been dealing with some anxiety, some depression. They feel troubled here. Okay. We have commitment here. Okay. So there was some type of agreement or promise here. And then we also have encounter. Okay. Someone met by chance, love at first sight, some type of crush here. Okay, so there is some unfinished business with it when it comes to an encounter here. There may have been some type of agreement or promise made here. Okay, so that's why it's not over here. Someone had love at first sight, met someone possibly by chance here, but there's been a lot of back and forth when it comes to some type of commitment here. Okay. And then we have addiction here. We have addiction here. So there's drugs, alcohol, some type of obsession or toxic attachment here. Okay, so in this commitment, someone made a pledge here or some type of promise, but there is some type of addiction here, some type of obsession, possibly some type of maybe drugs or alcohol obsession here when it comes to this owner, this person wearing this crown with limitless potential here. Okay. And then we have single here. Okay. So we have single. Okay. Someone feels isolated, alone, and independent here. Okay. So someone who is dealing with some torment of being single or alone here, feeling isolated here, and depressed and troubled here. Even though they are at their top level here, they still feel isolated here. Okay. So there's some type of encounter that this single individual will make with someone here, possibly someone who's some type of performer or singer here, someone that they can meet by chance here. It could be love at first sight with this um, person that is a performer here. Okay. So it's not over. There could be some back and forth here concerning this performance here or this singing here. But someone that they met by chance here has kept silent here. Okay, even though there was love at first sight, some type of crush, someone is not saying anything. Someone is being silent here. Okay, so this single individual wants a commitment here, but they are tormented here by some addictions, maybe that they are dealing with, some type of obsession or toxic attachment cap that they are dealing with here. Okay, and on the bottom of the deck, we have uninvited guest here. So there is someone who is dealing with some type of big change, some type of surprise here. This person that is carrying the crown had some uninvited guests here, some surprise, some type of accident here, some big change here. Okay. All right. So let's get into the tarot with that. Get some clarity here. All right. So, yeah, some type of chance encounter maybe with some uninvited guests here. Okay, as well. Someone surprised someone here. Okay. Well, let's see what else is going on here. All right. So here we have some type of need to admit defeat. So we have a 7 of Wands here in reverse here. So someone needs to admit defeat. They need to surrender here. Okay. There could have been a lack of courage or some lack of self-belief too, or when it concerns this unfinished business with this back and forth here. Okay. And then we also have the 8 of Wands in reverse as well. Okay. So there was some slowness here. Okay. Something may have been delayed or canceled here. Okay. Because of bad timing possibly here. Okay. And then we have the Knight of Cups here. So that is Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer energy here. Then this is someone who has some type of romantic proposal or offer or invitation here that they wanted to take action on here. Okay. This is someone who is very charming and attractive as well here. Okay. So someone who wanted to make an offer here, some type of proposal here, feels they need to give up on that though. Yeah, they are surrendering here. They are being very timid about that right now. Okay. Yeah, there is some lack of movement concerning this offer here. Okay, there has been a delay here. Something has been canceled here. Maybe someone feels it's bad timing for this offer. Okay, this invitation. They don't feel like they can take action on this right now. And this basically because they lack courage. They are being timid here. They are giving up and admitting defeat already before they even start. Okay. Then we have the Emperor in reverse here. Okay. Aries energy here. So someone who is stubborn here. Someone who has a lack of control here. Okay. someone who is excessively controlling as well here when it comes to situations here. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles here. This is independence here. Okay, someone who is financially stable or secure. Okay, so someone is folding on their beliefs, though they're quitting and surrendering here. And this could be because there is an abuse of power here. Someone feels that someone here is very rigid and controlling here, and it's affecting their independence here. It's affecting their financial stability, their security here. Okay, so someone feels that they have to quit because of this Emperor in reverse energy, that they have to give up on something here. Okay, but we have a King of Cups in the upright, so we have a Knight of Cups and a King of Cups here. So this is a man who feels some strong emotions here. This one is mature and compassionate. They're very calm and caring and friendly, very sympathetic, very balanced here. Okay. And then we have this Five of Cups. All right. So in the upright, once again, that sadness, that loss, that grief when it comes to things, that anxiety, that torment, depression here. So someone is dealing with some type of trauma here. Okay. And we have temperance in the upright as well. Okay, so that's balance, peace, some patience here. Someone is going to get tranquility here, some calm here. Okay, so this Emperor in reverse who is abusing this power here is an uninvited guest, though. They're trying to bring about some type of big change in the life of a King of Cups, someone who is very compassionate here, someone who is very caring and sympathetic here. Okay, very affectionate, very charming here. But this Emperor in reverse is abusing their power. They are excessively controlling, very stubborn, um, very rigid here. Okay, and someone wants their independence here. This Knight of Cups here, wants to follow their heart here. Okay, okay, they are very charming and attractive here. They want to be independent. They want to be financially stable and secure here. They want to pursue their prosperity, their wealth here. Okay, but there is some type of moment of decision that this Knight of Cups has to make here. But there's also some slowness, a lack of speed or movement here, slow progress here, and it's causing some sadness. It's causing some regret here, some heartbreak here. Okay. And then we also have this need for balance and peace when it comes to their security, when it comes to wealth and prosperity here. They want balance, they want peace here. Okay. They want harmony here. Okay. So we have Sagittarius here. We have Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer, and Aries here, Capricorn. So you could be dealing with any of these energies concerning this. Okay. I'm gonna get one more for clarity here. Let's see, one more cards here. All right. Okay. So here, all right, we have an Ace of Wands here. When it comes to this unfinished business here, we have the Ace of Wands here. So that's speaking of new beginnings here, good news, starting something, a creative spark here. So when it comes to this unfinished business here, someone wants a new beginning here. Okay. They want to start something here because it's not over. Okay. Even though there's a lot of back and forth here, they feel a lot of passion for something. Okay. But at the same time, I think there's this back and forth because they give up sometimes here. They yield, they surrender here. Okay, this lack of courage sometimes comes up here, and that's why there's this back and forth here when it comes to this unfinished business. But in the end, they want something new here. They want to start something new. Okay, but they go back and forth in their mind because of some fear they have. Okay, and we have the Five of Wands in reverse here. Okay, so someone wants to compromise here. They feel tormented here. They're dealing with some anxiety, some possible bondage they feel they're in. They feel depressed and troubled here. And they want to end a conflict here. They want to end some type of struggle. They want peace and harmony here. Okay, but there is this lack of action here, a lack of movement. There has been slow progress in the situation. Okay, there is bad timing here. Okay, because someone is fearful of confrontation. They have some shyness here, and they are possibly suppressing their temper here. Okay, because they feel anxious, depressed, and troubled here. And this energy, they want a new beginning here, but sometimes they feel like they just have to give up because clearly they feel that this is something that they're weak in this area here. Okay, they feel a weakness for some reason. Okay, let's see. So we have the Ace of Pentacles here. Okay, another ace. We had Ace of Wands. Now we have Ace of Pentacles here. Okay, so someone wants a new beginning financially as well, some type of investment or security and stability that they want. But someone here is keeping silent here concerning these new beginnings here. Um, and also they want a new beginning with romance as well here. They want to follow their heart here. Okay, they want to date here. They want to sweep someone off their feet here. So someone they're attracted to, but there is some silence here, or someone keeping silent when it comes to their financial situation here. When it comes to money and investments, there is some silence here. Okay. So someone has some unfinished business here, and they want new beginnings here. They want a new passion here, but sometimes they go back and forth on whether they should give up here or whether they should just quit and surrender to their circumstances here. And there is some silence here. Someone is feeling like they have been coerced or being forced to be silent here, maybe about some kind of financial new beginning that they want, some new business that they feel would be prosperous here. Okay, and also um, just following their heart here when it comes to romance and um, sweeping someone off their feet here. Okay, but there is something that's tormenting them and bothering them too. They're depressed and troubled about something that they need to compromise on here to end some type of conflict here. But the progress is very slow, very much so delayed here. Okay, momentum is being lost. Okay, Capricorn. All right, let's see what else here. And we have a Queen of Pentacles here. Okay, so this is someone who is mature. Okay, a businesswoman here. Someone who is successful here that wants a commitment. They want a pledge. They want a promise here. But this Emperor in reverse is abusing their power here. Someone is very controlling here. Someone has a lack of discipline. They're very stubborn here. Okay, but this Queen of Pentacles wants a commitment with this energy, but they are in a very toxic headspace. They're very toxic right now. Okay, so let's see what else is going on here. All right, and we have that Two of Cups here. Okay, so yeah, someone wants a partnership. They want unity here. They want this engagement. They want a marriage here. Someone wants this marriage here, this encounter here. someone met by chance with love at first sight. They want a partnership here. Okay, they want a partnership here. They feel like they could be financially stable and secure with this in this partnership here. Someone they met by chance, a love at first sight situation here. Okay, so this commitment, marriage, this commitment, but someone, this Emperor in reverse here, has an abuse of power. So this is someone who is excessively controlling. And it could be this female who is a businesswoman, but they may have um, this controlling, stubborn energy as well. And they want this commitment here. But sometimes maybe they could be abusing their power here. Okay. So that's possible that this Queen of Pentacles could be in that energy too. So, but someone wants this new beginning. This female wants this partnership, this marriage here. And maybe this energy, Capricorn, maybe this you who is being timid when it comes to this situation and is folding on your belief here and just surrendering to what they want here. Okay. All right, let's see what else is going on here. And then we have a page of wands here. So this is good news here. Some phone call or something that's word of mouth here. That is good news here for this King of Cups here. Okay, but there is some type of addiction here. All right, some type of obsession here. But there is some good news concerning this. Someone is optimistic and full of energy here. Okay. But there's a toxic attachment here to this King of Cups here, who is very sympathetic, very calm, very friendly here. But there is some type of addictive energy, right? But they're going to get some good news here. Something that is going to make them very optimistic, very cheerful here, okay? And this is Aries, Leo, and Sag energy once again here. Fire energy here. Okay, so when it comes to this situation with this Queen of Pentacles who may be abusing power, wants this commitment here, there could be the addiction could be this toxic attachment here for this King of Cups here. Okay, but they're gonna get some type of letter, a phone call, some type of news that's gonna make them very happy here. Okay. And then we have the Fool here. Okay. So the Fool is here. So there is some type of freedom here. Okay. Some type of new beginning. Once again, there's this new beginning. It's been here 3 times. Okay. So someone is single here, isolated, alone, independent. It's going to get some type of new beginning, some type of freedom here. Okay. But this could bring some type of sadness or grief, some type of heartbreak to someone, some type of unwelcome change here. Okay, but there is going to be some type of change here, some type of big change. Yeah, some big change is coming here for someone. Okay, and that big change could be that they, with this love at first sight, now they want to be single. They want to be independent here. They want freedom. They want a new beginning, and there's going to be some type of heartbreak or unwelcome change here when it comes to a partnership or some type of unity here. And someone fears this change here. Okay, there's a fear of the unknown. There's the Two of Wands here. So this speaks to a fear of change. Yeah. Some fear of the unknown here. Something being held back when it comes to this singing or this performance here. Someone is being held back here. Okay. Restricted in some type of way. Okay. But there will be balance and peace. They need to have inner calm. They need to have tranquility here. Okay. They need to have a new perspective here when it comes to a fear of change here, fear of the unknown here, staying put in something here. Okay, so when it comes to this partnership, this unity, this possible marriage here, there's a fear of change here. Okay, a fear of the unknown here, because someone wants their freedom. They want a new beginning here. Okay, they want balance and peace here. They want independence and security here. But there is some kind of despair here. Okay, some type of regret here that could cause some heartbreak here. So there's a lot of Scorpio energy, water energy, Cancer, Pisces here, as well as fire, Aries, Leo, and Sag energy here in this situation here. Okay, but someone is an uninvited guest. So there is some type of surprise here for this individual that's wearing this crown right now, that's at top level, trying to master something here. This limitless potential that someone has here. But they're going through some type of reset at this time, Capricorn. Okay, there is some type of success here, some type of victory here. Okay, but they have to surrender to something. There is some unknown surrender for this crown here with this uninvited guest here. Okay, something that was a surprise, but there is some type of big change, some type of moment of decision, Capricorn, that needs to be made here. Okay, so this seems to be evolving around something very emotional here when it comes to some type of commitment with this earth energy, Capricorn, which is Capricorn energy, or Virgo, or um, Taurus energy. Yes. Okay, so this energy could be around you, but there's some type of Aries energy in the reverse that's attached to them. This abuse of power or being excessively controlling or rigid or stubborn. So that's how you will know who this energy is, whether they're male or female, Cap, that you're dealing with here. Okay, and maybe you are in this energy of being excessively controlling when it comes to relationships or commitments here, but there's going to be some type of big change taking place here. Okay, some type of news or letter or phone call, or someone will speak this plainly to you. Okay, or you will speak it plainly that there needs to be a change. There's a moment of decision that's going to come as a surprise to someone. Okay, so this change could cause some heartbreak here. This unwelcome change. All right, Cap. But yeah, there is also this fear of change too. Okay, this fear of the unknown here. That someone wants to stay put in a situation here, but there will be balance and peace here and tranquility. So okay, but this situation is involving some type of performance or something, or just your soul, your spirit is speaking to you about something here in order for you to have peace and balance in your life here. But you do fear change here. You fear the unknown here. Okay. But it looks like there is a big change going on with this moment of decision. But let's see what emotionally maybe you need to focus on right now, Cap, here. Okay. When it comes to a partnership here and making changes here. Okay. New beginnings, because you have new beginnings actively, a new passion, financial new beginning here, a new beginning in innocence and just adventure. Okay. With the Fool here. So there's a lot of newness here. Okay. So let's see what emotionally maybe is going on here, Cap. All right, so we have void of course moon. So nothing will come of this situation. Okay, so when it comes to this commitment, and nothing will come of this situation possibly, Cap. And Expect powerful change. Okay, so change is here. It's a big change. There's going to be a powerful change coming into your life here. Okay. And a fiery climax approaches. Okay, so this is Aries energy. This is fire energy here. So there's going to be some type of fiery climax here. Okay. Approaching, because nothing will come of a situation. It's going to bring a climax here, and it's going to bring about a powerful change in your life here. Okay, so this uninvited guest, this big change is coming for some of you. So this is for either is happening to you, this is something that you are putting forth, Capricorn, or this is some change that is coming to you from a partner. Okay. So it could cause some heartbreak and grief either way for you here, but it could be an unwelcome change, but there is going to be a powerful change. This is a big change here. Okay. But in the end, you're going to get some balance and some peace. Even though you're afraid of this change, you're afraid of the unknown here, there will be some peace here. Okay. There will be some inner calm here. It will be some tranquility. It will be moderation coming in too. And after this change, possibly a soulmate. So change sometimes brings the thing in that you need. Okay. Sometimes you deal with things you think you want, but maybe this will bring in what you really need. Okay, Capricorn. So if any of you are dealing with this here, and maybe you are feeling like giving up or giving in with a situation here, but inwardly you are somewhat depressed and troubled by this here, it makes you feel anxious here, to try to deal with something here. It's a lot of back and forth in this situation here. Okay. And there's some silence here, someone keeping silent. Maybe you feel like you're being coerced or forced to go along with something. Okay, so just know that if this is a toxic attachment, that this is something that um, may need to change here. There's a fiery climax approaching this situation here. Okay. And there's a need to be independent here. Okay. Because there is some need to be single, to be independent here. Okay. A need for some freedom here. Some new beginning that is coming in your life, Capricorn. So there's some new beginning that's coming for some of you. So that is what I see. So if any of you are going through this, I pray that you would find the strength that you need to stand up for yourself. Okay. If you feel like you're being timid here, or you lack the courage or belief in yourself to stand up for yourself, stand up for yourself here. Don't let yourself be tormented here by some situation that you may be addicted to, whether it's drugs, alcohol, some obsession, or just some type of attachment to someone that's toxic here. Um, this is a commitment that you need to break the bondage here. Okay. You might need to isolate yourself, be independent, alone for a while to um, get better, to get over things here. Okay. But I would say take it one step at a time here, but don't make any commitments that you are not ready to make. Okay, Capricorn? And that's what I see. Neptune Soulful Seer is out. If you like how I read, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. Have a blessed rest of your day.